Today's question: what is real growth? From childhood, you have been programmed to define growth by numbers, and you have been following it, chasing it: school grades, college grades, salary figures, bank balance, more and more and more, and the race continues. You have become a part of this human race which has no finishing line. The only dead end is the graveyard where you would rest for a while just to start again. The cycle of birth and death continues, and so does the sufferings of human life. And this is what has been happening from the very beginning of time. In the pursuit of achieving the material growth, the real thing, the real growth is missed. It is simply missed. An emperor who is an epitome of material success and growth was once having a conversation with the divine master Gautama Buddha. The emperor had been curious, had been earnestly waiting to meet the greatest spiritual master. And now his dream of meeting Gautama Buddha, the master, had finally come true. The whole kingdom was decorated. People were celebrating the arrival of the master, Gautama Buddha. And it was a moment of joy, of pride. The master had generously accepted the invitation of the emperor. The emperor had been waiting for many years to experience this rare moment. So now that he had finally got this rarest of rare opportunity to meet the master, he was asking many questions and trying to know more about spirituality. And while the conversation continued, an old Buddhist monk came. He must have been 75 years old. He came and he touched the feet of Buddha. The old Buddhist monk said, "Please forgive me. I should not have interrupted the dialogue that was going on between you two. But I have to reach the other village before sunset. If I don't start now, I will not be able to reach there. And I could not go without touching your feet, because one knows nothing about tomorrow. Whether I will be able to touch your feet or not is uncertain. This may be the last time, so please, you both forgive me. I will not delay your conversation." The Buddhist monks don't travel at night. Gautama Buddha said, "Just one question. How old are you?" The emperor wondered about this out of context question, but he remained quiet. The old Buddhist monk said, "I am not very old, just 4 years old." The emperor could not believe his ears. 4 years? How was that possible? A 75-year-old man could not be 4 years old. He might have been 70. He might have been 80. It is difficult to judge. Different people grow old at different pace. But 4 years is too much. In 4 years, nobody can grow to be 75 years old. Buddha said, "You can now leave. My blessings are with you." When the old monk left, the emperor, unable to resist his curiosity, said, "Master, I am sorry to say, but you have confused me by asking such an out of context question to that old monk. I didn't get it. Why did you ask him his age? And who would believe that the old monk is just 4 years old? Do you think The old monk is just 4 years old? I am a bit shocked to hear his answer to your question. Could you please help me understand? Buddha smiled and said, Now I will explain it to you. It was not unnecessary. It was not without a proper context. It was for you that I was asking him. I was creating a question in you because you were talking nonsense. You were asking stupid questions. I wanted some relevant question to come out of you. The emperor was taken aback. You don't know great saints. A real saint is not a cat. He is a tiger. He is not afraid of anyone. He speaks plain truth. The emperor quickly knelt down and folding his hands said, Master, I am not a very learned man. Please explain it to me further. Please help me understand. Buddha looked at the emperor and said, The question was relevant. You missed the relevance. You simply missed it. That old monk is indeed 4 years old. Yes, he is 4 years old because our way of counting the age is from the day a person allows the master to transform him, allows his total being to be transformed, not holding back anything. His 71 years were simply a wastage of time. He has lived for only 4 years, and I think you will understand that your 60 years have been sheer wastage unless you are reborn. And there is only one way to reborn, and that is to come in contact, in deep communion with someone who has arrived, someone who is enlightened. Then the real life begins. The emperor felt sorry. He had failed to understand. He had failed to realize what true growth is. And when the real growth starts, he had missed it. He could not control his feelings. He started crying. He knelt down and said, I have missed it. Why didn't you tell me before? Now I know there was a great depth to the question that you asked to the old monk. Now I have realized what true growth is and when it starts. I am so touched by your generous teaching. Please forgive me for my ignorance. My whole life I have been ignorant, unaware, but you have made me realize my mistake. I have been focusing too much on the outside, and I have achieved everything on the outside. I have been flourishing, blossoming, but within I am decaying. I am fading on the inside. My consciousness, my observation is not so developed. So I could not understand what was happening. I am grateful that you showed such compassion, that you showed you are being so demonstrative, so true, so authentic. Real growth is inner growth. Inner growth changes our reality. Always remember, your vision will become clear only when you look into your heart. Who looks inside awakens. Real growth is not related to what you have and how much you have gained materially, but what you have experienced spiritually. The material world is all about enjoying the material pleasures. The spiritual world is all about renouncing the material pleasures. You arrive in this material world with closed hands, and you will leave this world with open hands. Everything is going to remain here: your status, your wealth, your property, your ego, everything has to be dropped here. The material growth that you have achieved is not going to come with you. It cannot. All that comes with you is the growth you have earned from the inside. If an egg is broken by an outside force, life ends. But if broken by inside force, life begins. Great things always begin from the inside. Real life begins when you start focusing within. That is when the transformation begins. You have to grow from the inside out. No one can teach you. None can make you spiritual. There is no other teacher but your own soul, says Swami Vivekananda. And that is the true growth. Growth that is going to remain with you when this human life ends. Remember, the entrance door to the sanctuary is inside you. Meditate.